Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, honey. And this is my review for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Excuse me. The Real Housewives of Atlanta little review chit chat. A little review chit chat for what they gave us last night. It was a break. There was no new episode last week, but we are back today. Okay, for a conversation about what these people had going on, how Marlo was still getting on my nerves. Okay, and I want someone to trip her down a flight of pillows into some cushion. I still want her tripped, but I want her tripped into some pillows and some rugs and some comfy stuff because I don't want nobody to be hurt. But Marlo was still getting on my nerves. You hear me? So I'm waiting for my graphics to download because sometimes it takes forever and I forgot to download them. And that's what it is. Okay. But do not forget to be around here subscribing to my channel. To become a whole JayBird, Don, okay, and Zon and whatnot. Y'all know to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, on IG, on Twitter. I am here, honey. Hi. Let's hope don't know a bug try to attack me today because I killed it yesterday. But we shall see, okay? But anyway, I hope everybody's having a great Monday. Okay, a little money making Monday, magnificent Monday. Hell, it can even be Mango Monday. I don't know, but it's Monday nonetheless and whatnot. Now, y'all know I have a little live late night stitching session tonight. It's gonna be right after the line. Will it be at 10 o'clock? It'll be 10 o'clock tonight. We'll be having a conversation about Cardi B fussing with the Shade Room boss, honey. I'm like, y'all was up when me up here on Twitter having a whole this back and forth. I said, Jesus, please fix it. So we're gonna go through those tweets, okay, to discuss who we felt was right, wrong, or indifferent, and also Jen Shaw, who was on the Housewives of Salt Lake City, pleading guilty, honey, to fraud. So she's a whole crim now. Okay, she's a whole crim now around here. So we have a transcript from that court case today, and I have to read that to y'all too. So again, at 10 p.m. tonight, a quick little live snitching session. Okay, on this, I'll be live tomorrow too because at first I was going to do Housewives and Married to Medicine all tonight, but it was just too much. I'm like, I could not do it. I'm like, I don't have time. My mind gonna blow up. So tomorrow, at around 8:30, I'll be live to do Married to Medicine, and I'll also have another snitching session tomorrow at around 10. Okay, so come around here with me today. Come around here with me tomorrow because that's the thing that y'all should be doing. Y'all can be anywhere in the world with y'all here with me, you know? But hello to everyone. Hey to y'all. Hey, yes, and yes. Okay. Hey, ma. Okay. Yeah, we in here though. You know what I'm saying? We in here though. Thank you. We in here. Okay. And whatnot. So yeah, hey Jaylee, hope you had a good day. I did have a good day. I mean, I wanted some bacon. I went to our Coney Island here, and I said, give me some plain fries. Okay, I want some plain fries, cook light. I want them burned. And then I said, I want 2 orders of bacon. And then they told me, well, you can't order bacon in the drive-thru. You can't order breakfast items in the drive-thru. We can make bacon for you if you come in. I said, well, that's stupid. Because you will make me the bacon and hand it to me, but I have to come in the building, even though you have a whole active drive-through. The point of drive-through is to not come in and get the food that y'all cook, okay? And then she said, you know what? I can put bacon on the side for your fries, okay? And I'll tell them, just make it bacon. That's how I can get the bacon for you. I said, but it'll be bacon, right? I don't want the little bacon strip bitch stuff that y'all put on. No, I want strips of bacon. She said, no, it'll be strips of bacon. And I said, cool, paid for my food, got home. And sure enough, I had motherfucking bacon bits. So y'all cook the bacon. Y'all cook the bacon in the strips of bacon. And then cut it up. Put it in a container. Okay, put the bacon in the container. So, I had a good day other than my bacon strips being bacon bits and being cut up and not eating bacon like a damn baby. Okay, anyway, but other than that, I had a good day. That became a whole story. Okay, but other than that, I had a really good day. But hello, hello, hello. I thought Cardi B were made up, and they did before. But last night, in the wee night of at like midnight, honey, they was up here fussing and going back and forth, and I was like, "Ooh, Lord Jesus Christ!" Okay, maybe Cardi just made up with the shade room. Well, no, she made up with the shade room. Separate from the Tasha K stuff. Okay, but we'll get into that tonight on the live snitching session. Okay, at 10 p.m. Anyway, but hey to everyone. Hi, I love you all too. Love, love, love. Okay. Hey, Lily, I recently started looking at the videos. By the way, the OLFP and the OLFP panel, and I love your content. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, I'm saying couldn't get my bacon. I would be big mad. I'm like, what? To say to me that I can get you we cook the bacon. Like bacon ain't off the menu. We'll make you the bacon, but you have to come in. I'm like, it's bacon. Do I gotta order a bacon burger, bitch? I gotta order a bacon burger and with no burger? I should have said, can I get a bacon burger with no burger? I want a bacon burger because you can get it. I want a bacon burger. There's no burger. That's what I should do. Just to be, just to be a little hold up, okay? Anyway, let's move on because I'll just keep going complaining about my bacon. I'm like, I wanted some bacon strips. I didn't want no damn bacon bits. Who wants bacon bits, this time of the day? Anyway, let's go. The ladies of Atlanta. Now, I did not review the last episode because it was too much stuff going on, and I hadn't watched the episode, and I think it maybe was I don't know what it was. It was seeing too much. Okay, now the last episode, Marlo got some on my nerve fussing with Candy, Marlo and Sheree. Now Marlo and Sheree still out here getting on my nerve, and I feel like it's gonna continue all throughout the season. Okay, all throughout the season. And I'm like, that's kind of stupid. But we're going to leave that be. But we had some new confessional looks. So let's get into those and let's hope that I have everything looking right. Because y'all know I hate when my graphics don't be looking right. She by Sheree, no way. Okay? Because we still ain't seen She by Sheree. So She by Sheree, no way, out here with 2 new looks. Okay? 2 new wigs. 2 new outfits. Like she got 2 new breasts. Well, 4 new breasts, okay? Because I don't remember Sheree breasts ever. I don't remember Sheree ever having big boobs. I remember Sheree always having a nice shape, a big booty or whatever. But do y'all think Sheree got boob implants? Because I don't think them the same titties. I just don't, okay? But the dress, is fine. It's fine. Sheree look a bit drunk. I'm wondering if she was just tired that day. The makeup could be a little bit heavy. The wig looks thick and full. I love the kind of burgundy color. But for some reason, I almost don't like the look at the same time. I like the look, but I don't like the look, and I don't know why. I don't know. It looked different, okay? Now, the other outfit over here with the blonde wig of it all, I was like, what is going on over there? Sheree in the blind wig remind me of the Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. When you get to the top level, that man with the ponytail or whatever, that's his hairstyle. That's his hairstyle, and I don't know why. Okay. I don't dislike it, but something about it looks too wiggy. It looks too wiggy. I don't like wig that looks too wiggy. Okay. It looks weird to me. And her boobs look stuffed. That's why I say you don't want to be around here with your titties looking like they can't breathe. No one wants non-breathable boobs. We just don't want that. But that's what Sheree has in the white outfit. Again, if it was one size bigger, it would still fit like a glove. However, it would just not look so tight. so tight, all up in here. And not my girl, whatever. But overall, these two looks aren't bad looks. I just don't want to see her go anywhere else in these looks. Okay, leave these looks in the confessional, and that's it. Okay, and that's it. Other than that, I'm like, whatever. Let's see. Sheree like a damn koi fish with two strands hanging over. It could be a little coy. It could be a little coy. Okay, she probably did. I think all of them have had admitted to breast implants. But I feel like she might have just recently got these. Because I feel like the last time we seen her, she ain't had boobs. Yeah, she looks real full. You know what I'm saying? The makeup is a bit heavy. And Sheree is gorgeous naturally, okay? She don't even need makeup. So it's weird when folks who don't need makeup get a whole bunch of makeup. I'm like, your makeup artist, don't make me look like a drag race person. Don't do that. Okay, we're not on RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, beat my face real light, like. Okay, real light or whatever. I feel like we all should give up on the shit about Sheree. She ain't got it. I was just listening to the beginning part of Candy speak on it, and when somebody asked her, or when they mentioned, she by Sheree being the way that Sheree could make some money, I was like, how? She ain't look. She by Sheree been in production since 2003. 2000, maybe not. Was for at least the past 10 years. Okay, the fact that she was able to build a house quicker than getting her own brand out makes no sense. You hear me? It's weird to me, and I don't understand it. She by Sheree was a fantastic name, and you did nothing with it, like nothing at all. It's just kind of weird, Andy asked Sheree about having a boob job back in the day. She said it was a good bra. No, these is new titties. Okay, it may have been a good bra then, but these right here, these is new titties. Okay, can't breathe. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to the next people who have new confessionals this time. Okay, who is it? I don't know. Oh, it's Drew. Oh, Drew. Y'all know I like Drew. And Drew typically has great fashions when she's on the gram. I follow her on social media, and she be having really cute stuff on Instagram. So whoever styled her for some of these confessionals may not be the one styling her in her life going out to things and places or whatever. The green outfit she posted on her social media, it looks better full body. Right here, Drew is giving, the king of the forest. Is Wizard of Oz, the lion man who needs he needed a horror brain. He needed a heart because he was cowardly. Okay, it's giving the cowardly lion from Wizard of Oz. It's because the hair being so teased, but on her IG, I loved it. The full body. Here, no. Her boobs look great. That's fine. I even love the color of the dress, but the hair is, yes, the hair and the makeup to me is, I watch Drag Race. It's very much so giving drag queen. And I'm like, Drew, you are also a gorgeous girl. You don't need all this makeup. No, ma'am. No, thank you. And then the look right here, right next to me, I don't like the structure of the titty part. It's some coral reef right here. It's like it's under the sea, and then it's real stiff right here, and I don't know why. It's like it's a contraption, and I don't understand it. I want it fixed. Now I love her simple hair in this shot. I feel like if she had this hair with the green outfit, it may have looked better. But whoever put her in this Iron Man suit or this Iron Man dress, this arm. Maybe she needed armor to fight these people on the show who be fucking with her. I don't know. But what I do know is I was like, Drew, like that part, like, does it move? I want to Google it, but I'm like, it may not be on Google. But I was like, I just want it fixed. I want it fixed because it hurt. It hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I like her simple makeup too. So the hair and makeup and this brown look, I love. And I appreciate the dress, the green dress over there. I think those would have went better together. But whoever did this Cowley lion ass hair and this drag show ass makeup, no, Drew, don't you hire them no more. You leave them be. And then whoever gave you this goddamn high stiff ass titty breastplate, fire them too. Next up, who is it? Oh, Kenya Moore. Okay, she Miss USA. I think she Miss USA. Miss US of the A. I love both of these looks, even though the braid on in the purple, what's that purple plum? The braid to me is too thick. It's too much hair. So we know that's extra hair being added or whatever. I would have liked this a little less thickness, but I still feel like she looks great. Okay, absolutely great. The floral dress. Look, Kenya is a gorgeous woman. You know what I'm saying? Kenya never has a reason to look bad because she is naturally beautiful. She has naturally long hair. So it's a bit effortlessly for her. Now we've seen her fuck up some looks now, don't get me wrong. Okay, we've seen her sometimes have some bad days. But here, these two are winners. These two looks, the hairs, both both hair looks are wins. Both outfits are wins. And I love how Kenya never has heavy makeup that's like drag show stuff. You don't need drag show makeup. Not today, not ever. You know, let's see. Who's next? Because I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh, Sanya. Look, I was so happy for Sanya to join this season because I watched her on her own show. I am so disappointed. I am so disappointed in how she's been acting this season. I'm like, girl, you made me not like you. You made me not like you. Not like both of these looks. Okay. I like both of these looks. I love the red outfit, which to me is like a tracksuit dress, but it works. Okay. I love the straps of it all. I love her makeup, hair, back. I love the red look. I love it. The black and gold look. I love it, but I don't like the hair. It's like you attach a piece to your head and you didn't have to. But I love the red look, top to bottom. I love the dress in the black and gold. I just don't like the hair. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives me like, man. I like it. I also like Kenya this season. Usually Kenya sometimes gets on all our nerves, but Kenya gets to a point where she no longer is trying to, be the villain. So I also like her this season, okay? I'm disappointed. I like Sanya, but I really am rooting for Drew because I hate when people keep reaching for low-hanging fruit. Sanya gives me pick me like she said that she wants to be the popular girl. Like, we gonna get into Sanya a little later because again she got on a lot of my nerves today, okay? And then we also have the alone of the Marlo, okay? Marlo out here in her ninja suit. Is she a ninja? Is she a cat burglar? I don't know. The hair is cute. The makeup's cute. But I don't understand why she out here looking like a cat burglar. Is she going to rob a bank? Is she on a jewelry heist? I don't know. But the only time I see folk dressed like this is if they dating Kanye West or if they robbing a bank. That's it. And because we still don't know how she makes her money, that may be her bank robbing outfit. And probably her bank robbing wig. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into the episode because that's all I have for the looks of folks with new confessionals this time. Okay. Now the episode starts off, we see Sheree. Sheree is on the podcast with her daughter, who have like a little sex chit chat podcast or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then breaking news, Sheree and boyfriend Tyrone not on speaking terms, because I'm like, really, really. The breaking news was this? No. Okay. No, Candy didn't have any new looks. I'd already shown all Candy's looks. These were only people who had new confessionals. Candy didn't have no new confessional look. So no. But I was like, who texted Sheree's daughter and said, hey, say this real quick? Say that real quick. It was like, I don't think so. But Sheree brings about, well, he knew he would be filmed because the story said, oh, Sheree's boyfriend Tyrone was upset and not talking to her because him filming with her could have gotten him locked up. Whatever. But Sheree brings up how, he knew he would be filmed. He's the one who leaked the story of me sitting there looking lonely and alone or whatever, because he needs some money. He was trying to sell stuff that he was broke or whatever, and we have not even talked yet, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like she got all this heat for Tyrone or whatever, which I understand. So this man was broke and all these things, and he was selling stuff to the blogs. Why do you care to have everybody be there for you? Because you knew he wasn't nothing. This is the reason why I feel like Sheree used Tyrone as her storyline. So while she want to make it seem like Tyrone embarrassed her, you set yourself up for embarrassment, my dear. And she then said that he scammed her the same way he scammed them people that he was in jail for scamming. I said, but if you knew he was a scammer, because my thing is, none of these ideas and thoughts come from, now he's a scammer. He's always been this way. No, but you knew when he was in jail. You knew who he was beforehand. I'm going to leave that be. Because this is the thing. Sheree been scamming us for years with no real storylines. With She by Sheree. With getting back with Bob Winfrey. Y'all know that season she had a whole season of trying to make us think that she was trying to get back with Bob Winfrey. Sheree can't fool me. You hear me? Can't fool me, Sheree. If any of what she was doing was real, I will fully feel bad for Sheree. I don't feel like anything she's doing is real. I don't. I feel like she's using what she got to get what she wants. And she knew for a fact that she ain't had nothing going on besides her and Tyrone. She knew Tyrone came home around time, this season was being started. She also knew because they lost Portia, because they lost Portia, that Cynthia had left. They didn't have anyone else film. Okay, let me play up me and Tyrone. Because who wants us to believe she dated a man who lived in a whole other state? That's your storyline? Sheree's the top scammer of the Bravo Housewives. There's other scamming housewives, don't get me wrong. There are other scamming housewives, and probably one day I'll do a whole live for the scamming housewives of Bravo. Mama text me that because I'm going to forget. Mama text me, Jaylee, remember to do a a video about the scamming wives of Bravo. Because I need to remember to do that. Because she can't scam me no more. Not today, not ever. Okay? Now, later on, we see her at her house. Okay? Because she done left the daughter's sex pod talk situation, whatever. And she at home talking to her friend, Fatum. I don't like Fatum. Already. Do not like Fatum. I don't know why though. I feel like she's trying too hard, but I feel like she's doing that because Sheree tried too hard. And when you trying too hard with somebody else who's trying too hard, it's try too hard, too muchness. If that makes any sense. Thanks, Mom. If that makes any sense. Okay. And so they at the house, talking the same thing. Tyrone, I feel so stupid. I wonder if he ever loved me. Because he treat me like shit for two, okay? And I feel so stupid. I feel robbed emotionally. And she starts fake crying. Yes, Fatum gives bad energy. Very much so bad energy. And I don't like it at all. Okay? But Sheree up there fake crying. And I never trust anyone who cries with no tears and they cover their face the whole time they're crying. Y'all know I was crying on live last night when we was watching talking about Potomac, P Valley. But you knew I was crying. You didn't have to see my tears to know I was crying, okay? And when she went, oh, I said, girl, you protest too much. You scream too much. You tried to act it out and it did not work. Okay, and the fact that you kept had this time, you just don't know. I just feel so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Not a makeup smeared, nothing. Sheree had a face full of makeup. Okay, and when you cry, your eyes get red, your makeup smears a little bit, and she done had not one red eye. The fact that she was crying into tissue, her tissue did not even have no makeup on it. Because when you cry with your makeup on, even if you don't smudge your makeup, the tissue has makeup on it because your eyes were wet. You can't fool me. Not today, not ever. Okay? And I was like, no ma'am. Tear ducts were deserts. You hear me? Sheree's friend is just as messy as her. Come on now, the Try Hard Twins. Come on now, CC. The Try Hard Twins. The Try Hard Twins. The Try Hard Twins. Okay? Nene was definitely not lying about Tyrone, was she? She was not. And she has been proven right all these years later. Okay? We're on the street of Tyrone allegedly fraud. Look, what Baby Queen said. I didn't say nothing. I ain't say nothing, but they saying that somebody else named Tyrone allegedly funded Chantel Sheree through some many common scams, and that's why she waited. The money was in the basement. You hear me? Anyway, now my question for Sheree is: was she dating Tyrone back when he booked her Nene for a couple years and they got into it? I don't think she was ever really dating Tyrone at all. I don't. Oh, y'all thought Sheree was faking. I thought those were sincere tears. How? You ain't see no tears, Anthony? We ain't see no tears. We seen tissue and weave. Because she kept swinging her head around. We seen her hair and Fatum's hair. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. Okay? And I was like, honey, she not winning no Emmy. She can't even win a BET award. Because it was too fake. Dry heaving, no tears in sight. And my thing is, look, we as women, we have all been hurt by a man, and we have all had to cry one time or the other, and it was a whole cry that was like, no, Lord, take me now, okay? And the way it comes out is more organic. That same force, like I need to cry on camera, I have to sound sad, I need some sympathy votes to win in the book of life. Let me cry out loud. Oh Lord, I feel so with the bamboozle. How? How you feel more stupid now than you did when you was dealing with when we was in prison? You were more dumb to be waiting for him while he was in prison than you are now that he's out and you can see he not nothing. You can move on. You hold on to something that wasn't there. But the reason she's doing it is because it's her storyline. And I don't like it. I don't like it. And she walked away, had her head turned. You seen that the cameras kept trying to get her face, and she kept covering her face, and I don't know why. But for right now, I don't like Batum, and Sheree is fake. Okay, even if she liked Tyrone, even if she liked him, she also knew it wasn't going to work. She also knew it wasn't going to work. She also knew it wasn't going to work. But now you want to make it seem like, oh, I need all the sympathy votes from all the people to make me feel better. It's like, no, ma'am. No, sir. No, thank you. It ain't going to work. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Okay? I see the troll of Naked HD. Why y'all be trolling? Make your own stuff. Coming around here, thank you for my minds hitting, getting together the foolishness of the trolls or the bots. You hear me? The bots. Okay. Let's move on to Marlo having a conversation with these boys. Also, someone who I feel like is using people around them for a storyline. Now we know Marlo has had her nephews, as she say, for 3 years. Okay. But what I can't understand is that I had the boys for 3 years. But when she was talking about her sister, who she had the boys from, when she brought up how, well, she only in jail for a simple traffic violation or whatever, but she can't get out because there's some issues. So your sister been in jail for 3 years on a traffic ticket? I just need more clarification. You hear me? But again, Marlo has had the boys for 3 years, and now that's her story. She's a Muntie. Okay, she's a Muntie. Anyway, she's talking to the boys about how they've been acting out ever since they talked to their mom. Marlo is giving me, in my spirit, I feel it. I feel like she's making up shit for a storyline. The boys look like, why are you making up stuff? Why are you using us? Why are you making it seem as if we bad and we not? Why you blame us for what you got going on? That's what I feel like is going on. And it's a great thing that she has them. We do see they are in her life. So we know that's not, we know that's not a lie. But I feel like she's fully exploiting what they're going through, what their mom is going through, as her storyline. Because my thing is, if you've had them boys for 3 years, why have we never really heard you have these kind of conversations? You know what I'm saying? And it's weird that I just feel fakeness in what's going on. And that's why the boys like, oh, we fine. We don't need counseling. We don't need therapy. No, we don't need that or whatever. And she's questioning herself about how, if she's doing good or if she's doing the right thing as a parent figure to them. And I feel like whether you are a parent, a step parent, a parent-in-law, a aunt who helps raise, a grandparent, whatever it may be, anyone that is helping to raise children, you are fully aware that kids are going to do kid shit. Because we did kid stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the boys' faces tells it all. Mark West, you hear me? Because they look like, why are you making up shit? And why we gotta play along? You told us don't lie. What is happening? You told us in life don't lie, but you gotta open a line on screen. Okay? And it's the weird part of her just questioning her own, like what she has going on and how it's affecting them. But I'm like, if ain't nothing changed, why would you make it seem like all of a sudden the boys are just acting out? All of a sudden, it's just some weirdness. And they like, no, we fine, like leave us alone or whatever. And again, I felt this since the moment she took the boys in. I said Marlo was doing it because one, she probably had to, but she also knew this is a good way for me to have something to talk about on the show. Because no one takes care of their nephews for 3 years. And then all of a sudden, it gets too hard. And then I also feel like her talking about how the boys act. I'm like, if their mom has had mental issues, if they've been bounced around with this or that or the other, the mom has either mental issues, maybe has some substance abuse issues or whatever. Clearly, the boys may not be typical behaving kids. So they may have a couple issues or whatever, okay? And it's weird how she, in my opinion, is making it seem as if they are weird kids because they're doing regular things. Kids sometimes don't listen. Kids do sometimes act up in school. She one of the older boy told the teacher, "You don't make enough. You don't make. They don't pay you to fuss with me." I laughed. My mom would tell y'all when I was a senior in high school, I would fully have arguments with my teacher. One in particular, because she was in her 20s and she thought we was out of eye. And I said, "Don't do it." And I would cuss her. I would fuss. I would go off. I was 18 at the time, okay? But still, kids in school sometimes will get smart with their teachers. It's a part of being a parent. So I felt like the thing that she was ragging them about wasn't even real stuff. It's typical parent kid stuff. So don't make them feel like they're out here being bad kids or like they're abnormal for doing regular kid things. Anyway, we're gonna get into what she told the girls later. Sonya goes over to meet with Kenya. I don't like Sonya. She looks gorgeous, by the way. Her and Kenya. Look gorgeous. You hear me? So Sonya and Kenya talking, and they're bringing up how she brought up how her parents live with her. So it's weird for her and her husband to have sex. So they be sneaking around having sex here and there because the parents are there. They sneak around like they teenagers. I'm like, look. If my mom ever had to live with me, we would have to have a mansion, and she would have her own little mother's suite. Okay, it'll be around the corner on the grounds. Okay, she have her own little space. But I would have to make sure my mom was far enough away where I'm not feeling like I have to sneak and do anything in my house. I'm just saying. Or your parents know that you are a fully grown woman with a husband. Your parents know that y'all banging. Your parents probably banging too. You know? But anyway, so she also brings up how it's a blessing for her to have her parents to help her and whatever. And then, come on, not snake Kenya here. But they bring up, Kenya and Marlon get into it at Drew's event. Now, this will trip me out. One, I love Kiefer saying that she needs to stop expecting different behavior from Marlo. That's what she do. Marlo will always act like she cool with you, but she'll then come for you, and that's that bitch. So she like, I know to just stop hoping and wishing and praying that Marlo will be better, come this or that. But what's crazy to me is Sonya's seeing how Marlo acts, and she has no issue with Marlo. She has no issue with how Marlo treats Kenya, which we all know is effed up. We all know that. But she has not checked Marlo, has not been upset with Marlo or nothing. But she want to fuss with Drew about her and Sheree. But you see Marlo actively doing things that are shady to Kenya, and you have no issue with that. You want to be friends with Marlo. Okay, so that's why I'm like, Sonya, you full of shit. Because if you want to be sure that the people that you're befriending are good people, they aren't liars or whatever, and they're not going to be out here being shysty to their other friends, how can you ever be cool with Marlo when you see she not shit? Just saying. Okay. Now, also the conversation that Drew has with her mom. About what's going on. Drew brings up how, that assistant that Ralph was being inappropriate with, that she got Ralph a book deal. And so Ralph is going to write a book about being like a step parent and blending families. And I said, well, that's weird to me. Because blended families usually come with both biological parents co-parenting and mixing and mingling with a step parent is. Okay, I'm like, the birth father ain't even in the picture. So how is Ralph making a book about blending families when their family not even really having a blend? Her mom didn't ask her, will Ralph be open to adopting the son, whose name I can't think of right now? I think Josiah. And because they changed the son's last name to Ralph's last name. The son they all had the same name or whatever. And Drew said she assumed he would do that once they changed his son's last name or whatever. But Ralph is against it because he says it's a man thing and he has to respect the birth father. I was like, nigga, what? You changed his son's last name to your name. That's disrespectful, in my opinion. That ain't respecting the father who was the it's weird to me. So again, how can anyone make a book about co-parenting and being a step parent when you gave your stepson your last name but want to adopt him, even though he would love for you to adopt him because you are the only father he knows? What sense does that make? And I feel like Drew, the fact that you know that it don't make no sense, I would probably punch Ralph in the face at least twice because it doesn't make any sense. I would not have changed my son's last name to my new husband's last name if my husband would not want to fully adopt him because his birth father is not in his life at the all. It made no sense. I was like, what? And it made me feel like Ralph and them probably had a conversation to change the little boy's last name. And he later on then decided to not adopt the little boy, which would make me get a divorce. Because don't play with my children, okay? Drew mama then brings up how before she came into town, because Drew mama lived in Chicago. Drew mama came into town. The book is about being delusional, if you ask me. Delusional, okay? Or trying to exploiting children. Just weird. But when Drew mom told her that she talked like a prophet before she came to town, and the prophet spoke about how there was there was a adversary that looks to be a woman, or it could be a man with a woman's spirit, who will be out here trying to damage Drew. And so she's speaking about what she feels like it's going to happen. So Drew brings up how, what me and Sanya is at odds or whatever. And also Sanya kind of made a rude comment to Ralph saying that, me and Ralph, we be acting busy and we're not really busy. And I was like, well, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought was shady, in my opinion. I thought it was shady, even though I don't. It's not because I don't like Sanya. I feel like if someone, because the conversation between Ralph and Sanya was her going to him, asking him about how, her and Ross wants to have kids or whatever, but she felt like they're too busy or whatever. And Ralph said, well, me and Drew is busy too, if not more than y'all, but we make time for what we, what we want. And her reply was, well, y'all act busy, but we don't really know if y'all are. And it's like, you were being shady. And I didn't think Ralph was being shady in what he said to her. I didn't take that as shade. I think I took that as him saying, people are busy. And when you're busy, you make time to do what you need to do. And that's what I think he meant. But I'm going to leave that be. Okay, so Drew, I just don't know who's on your ear because she keep moving funny. Okay, now let's get on to the trio out here shopping and being frauds in this damn store. Sheree, Marlo, and Sanya out here shopping. When Sheree said she spent about $40,000 on decorating her living room, I said, where the money come from? You spent She by Sheree funds on the living room, bitch? You spent money to make your house look pretty and not spend money to make a business make you money? That's stupid. That's ass backwards. You spent where did the money come from? She by Sheree. Please let me know. Because who spends $40,000 on their living room but have not produced not nail shirts, legging, sock, bra, hat, headband, keychain, or nothing in the past 13 years? You spent $40,000 on the living room, and then said one chandelier cost $10,000. You spent $10,000 on the chandelier, but can't fund your business. I'm looking for a text from God to tell me why, Sheree being stupid. God said he don't know. Because that don't make no sense. at all. Okay, but anyway, they get into talking about Kenya. Marla goes on a whole Kenya rant. Kenya must have been drunk. Kenya must be hopped up on pills she taken to lose weight. That Kenya was out here being two people attacking her. I'm like, girl, no. Kenya checked you and do the vent because you kept in her face for one, and then was questioning her husband. I think they still are married, but her estranged husband. Okay, and she gave you the energy that you wanted, but you wasn't ready for. Okay. Anyway, Sonya Vin told them how she talked with Kenya, whatever, how Kenya felt like, you always come for her. And when Sonya Vin said, if you really want to build a bond with her, can you stop going below the belt? And Marlo said, well, no, I can't because Kenya can't take me. I'm like, no, Marlo, you don't have nothing going for yourself. So all you have is going at Kenya for one thing, the fact that her marriage did not work out. But Marlo, where is your husband? Where's your boyfriend? How can you possibly comfort Kenya and her marriage, which is ending, when you've never had one? I'm confused. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense or whatever. Okay, so she then tells them about, her and the boys. Okay, I'm having a hard time with the boys. You know what I'm saying? They came home. I came home mad about me and Kenya, whatever. And so I told the boys, get your clothes together, whatever. I'm going to take out some laundromat. I the laundromat. I was like, do you not have a wash and dryer? I was confused because I was like, no, what? Why? I was confused. I don't know if her point was, I'm going to take them to where it's not easy to wash clothes. You got to back shit up, take it somewhere else or whatever. I was confused about her taking the kids to the laundromat. I'm like, make them wash all the clothes. Why waste money at the laundromat? But I was like, whatever. She brings up how after all of that, she found clothes in the boy room. The clothes were wet, smelled like mildew. How one of the boys punched a hole in the wall. How she then showed him a video of all the stuff. Like it was a mess. And how the boys was had her joggers. How one of the boys his laptop that she had took and hid in her room, he took it back. She then said, so I don't know if they were stealing. I like stealing. Stealing? Do you not know when you take a toy or a electronic one for a child and hide it, they go get it? They don't steal. He didn't steal it. It was his laptop. I mean, he should not have taken it back, but these are typical things that kids do that she's complaining about. She then said, I put them out. They were like, what? What you mean you put them out? I put them out. They had to go. It's been 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I need a break. I was like, the issue I had with Marlo was because we know when you're raising kids, whether you're the mom, dad, sister, brother, whoever is raising the kids, it's hard. We know that. All parents need breaks. You hear me? But for Marlo to say, I've had them for 3 years, I need a break because I am losing me. I haven't been getting dressed up and going out because you have to take care of kids. Well, Marlo said, I have not been going out and hanging out and getting dressed how I used to. I said, because you're a parent now. You took on the parent role to your nephews. So that hit different. I was like, girl, you sound dumb. And I'm not saying that when people are taking care of children, they don't need breaks. They do need breaks. But when you tell the kids they got to go, you put them out, and then you say you call your sister and tell her, I don't care what you do with them. They got to get out of here. The sister then suggested, hey, have them come here for 30 days. Take a little break. Her sister is her younger sister who has 4 other children. You sent 2 teenage boys to your younger sister who already has 4 kids because you was mad because you could not go out and hang out and get dressed up because the boys are being messy, because the boys didn't wash clothes the right way, because the boys took the laptop back that you took, regular teenage stuff. So Marlo was trying to make folks feel like she's scamming y'all. I don't feel bad for Marlo. I don't. Because she's being selfish right now. You have to know teenagers and even That's what they do. That's what it is. And it's weird for me to hear her say she doesn't want to put them through what she went through, but you're sending them away. Weren't you sent to foster care? Didn't you feel like no one loved you? You sent your two nephews away to live with someone else and said, get out. In one sentence, you asked them if they need therapy because they made with their mom. In the second sentence, you said that you put them on because they did not do laundry the right way. Now, the hole in the wall would have pissed me off. Okay, I could look. Pissed me off. You are making things worse for them. You're saying, I don't want to spoil them. Then don't. You don't have to spoil them. But when I don't want to have to yell. Sometimes you have to yell. Boy, put the thing down. It sometimes comes to that. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? So she's using excuse. I don't want to become a yeller. I don't want to abuse them. I don't want to get addicted. I'm like, you think by being a parent, you're going to be beating the kids and getting high? You think that's what all parents do? No, your mama beat you. Your had issues. And now you and your sister are helping them boys who have abandonment issues because y'all keep abandoning them. I was just talking to a friend today about kids needing to be stable. Middle school years and high school years, the kids need to be stable in one place in school. They're gonna fuck up because that's what they do. That's it. Because I have because I've helped raise kids. When I was 18, my good friend had my godson back in 2000, and for the first 3 years of his life, while she was in school to become a nurse, I took care of him fully. Was mama number two, and my mom, like we. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been, you know what I'm saying? I have it in me. You know what I'm saying? So I know that. And that's my thing about when you're raising, whether you're the mom, a grandma, the auntie, or whoever, when you're helping raise children, you just know sometimes they're going to aggravate the out of you. But you should never feel like, I want to go out and have fun. I want to go out and be me. And because while they've been here, I have not been able to be myself. They have to go. That's unfair to them boys. You know what I'm saying? Yes, lucky lady. She re-traumatized her nephew by putting him out of her home. Even if it is for 30 days, I would not trust you after that. Because at any moment, this is what the boys say. At any moment, if we don't do something that she wants us to do, she will put us out. So we're not stable here. We're not stable here. Because if we don't do what she say, she'll put us out. And hopefully Auntie with 4 kids will take us in. So you've now put your sister, who has 4 children already, into an even harder situation to have to raise or take care of 6 kids. Because you want to go out and have big fun with the wretched in Baltimore. I would not trust that auntie no more because you put me out. We've been here for 3 years. And because you upset and you want to go out and party and have fun, we got to go? That's crazy. So that's why I say Marlo is using them boys for a storyline. Because in one episode, she hugging them and crying with them, about missing their mom, which I think was fake. And in the other part of this episode, she's asking them if they need therapy, if they think they're okay, blah, 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 blah. And then she's putting them out. Yes, Marlo always on her IG dressed, going somewhere, hanging out. Marlo used them as a storyline. because I believe currently the kids are still with her. But either way go, I would not trust her at all. Now, for the most part, Sheree on the after show stuff, Sheree said how much she did not agree with Marlo doing that. She thought that was very unfair to the boys. Sonya does what Sonya does, which is agree to whoever's around so she can be their friend. You hear me? And that's it. But Marlo says, I'm gonna tell the boys that for my mental health, they can't live with me right now. No, because you need a reason for somebody to feel bad for you. And that's sad because you put your own needs above them boys. And them boys can't survive on their own. And her explanation of I just want this because I had to work my whole life, whatever, and I don't want them to feel like things are just handed to them. You don't. You making them feel like at any moment, whatever their life is, it can go away. Mama can go away, auntie can go away, whatever we have, nothing's stable. They're learning to not trust people who's supposed to love them. That's what you're teaching them. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to Sheree's party. Okay, but first I need y'all to like the video because I forgot to like it. Like the video. Because liking is the thing to do. So Sheree has this party to release any negative vibes or energy her coach may be feeling from Tyrone. And we see everybody there. We see, Candy, Sheree, Kenya, Marlo, Drew. We see Monyetta popped up. Sheree's friend Fatum popped up. We see Lisa Wu popped up as well. Okay. So again, a party full of people. Now, the first ones to get there was like Sheree, Sanya, Kenya, Candy, and then Sheree's friend Fatum. Fatum brings up how she told one of her friends that Drew kind of attacked her when Drew told her, "Shut up, be quiet," when Fatum kept bringing up how Anthony said that Ralph was gay. She took that as Drew attacking her, and so she told a friend about that. The friend then did a background check on Ralph and Drew. This is the gotcha. They sit around there looking at this report about Drew or about Ralph. And then she brings up how, well, they have all these aliases, okay? And then Sheree then say, Drew and Ralph probably had or something. Now, also on the after show, Sheree said that she had some dirt on Drew and Ralph that she's going to bring to the reunion. I'm like, Sheree, why? I hope they pull up the deed to your house. I hope if Sheree comes to that reunion with bullshit for Drew, I want Drew to pull up all her bad contracts, whoever she ain't paid, all of that. I want to read Sheree for filth. Because why? Why? And it's crazy that Sonya right there hearing Sheree's friends say, I had someone look into Drew and Ralph, and Sonya don't feel like that's wrong. But Sonya was so offended about Drew not firing Anthony. But Sheree right here laughing and cackling and look at a goddamn report about Drew. Why would you background check someone? I don't understand it at all, okay? Yes, Fatum was trying too damn hard, and I don't like it. I don't like it. And when they put up the little report on the screen, and I'm like, the aliases wasn't even fake names for what they showed us. It said Ralph Pittman, Ralph D. Pittman, Ralph Pittman Jr., Ralph D. Pittman. I'm like, those aren't aliases, as in people having fake names. That's when someone has their actual name that can be written out in different ways. It can include your name. It cannot I was like, that's not whatever. It was stupid to me. But I was like, y'all, it's irking my nerves. But when Candy then said, well, some people do that because they got bad credit, okay? And Ralph is like Tommy from Martin, where we know he has money, but no one knows what he does. Now, we do not know what Ralph do. We do not know that. But I also feel like it's no point in me for them to be trying to look up Ralph. I'm like, why? Why? And they around here laugh. I'm like, that to me, that's not funny. Because if anyone did to them, they would be pissed. So it was weird to me. I was like, girl, I cannot. It's just Fatum gets on my nerve. You hear me? And I don't like it at all. The only good part about this whole episode, what is this scene, was Kenya being drunk, being freely drunk or whatever. I was like, just get out my face. Just get out my face. Okay. Now everyone gets there. And for the most part, things get a little bit different with Drew and Sonya because they're talking. Because Drew confronts Sonya about saying to Ralph, "Y'all don't really be busy. We still trying to figure out how y'all busy or whatever." So that was a little back and forth or whatever. And Sonya tried to make it seem like, "Well, I wasn't being shady." Yes, you were. You fully were. You she was upset because as she said, you know what I'm saying, well, Ralph, he can't make it seem as if y'all more busy than us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, girl, who cares? His point was y'all not too busy to make time for what y'all want to make time for. That was the point. But you missed the point in trying to be shady towards Drew's husband. It's weird to me. I just don't get it. But every season of these shows needs someone that everybody else basically hates on. I feel like Drew, I feel like Kenya and Candy are like neutral. They'll laugh a little bit, but this season they really have not like fed into the bullshit too much. Okay, so I don't even mind Kenya and Candy, so to speak. But Sanya, Marlo, and Cherie, and then Fatum, to me, is too much. And the killer part is Drew be so calm, that's what pisses them off. Because Drew will calmly make you mad and it makes you seem insane, truth be told, okay? And I was like, that's what they get though. That's fully what they get. Drew don't let them rattle her. I think they be trying to, but she plays it real cool the whole time, and they hate that. They hate that. That's why when Drew was talking to Sonya, she walks away because she said, I don't want to I'm not going to. No, you are upset because she's calmly aggravating you and you can't handle it, in my opinion. And it's just a bit stupid. I don't like it. Let's see. Plus, Fatum is Sheree's friend. Once Drew and Sheree squashed their beef, Fatum should have fallen back, and she didn't. And no one's saying that. She is. Fatum was looking for a moment, and I think she's doing it on Sheree's behalf. Because again, Sheree has nothing going for herself on this show. Because she only can stretch out the Tyrone shit for so long. Because Tyrone ain't here. At all. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so Saya then kind of uses Drew name instead of Ralph name. It's like, what you talking to Ralph? Well, y'all both have male names, so it's whatever. I sometimes, use one or the other. Drew said, "Oh, my name now? Now, Drew, don't take it too far now, Drew. You can't be around her acting like it's a big deal or whatever. Calm down. Yeah, Drew can really get up under people's skin. But I think that's her defense mechanism. Because if not, they would keep fucking with her. So sometimes you have to just make people see that you're not down for the bullshit or whatever. So we do see Marlo and Candy have a little moment and, having a conversation. Candy better than me. Because after they last debacle or whatever, I would have never had any kind of friendly, concerning conversation with Marlo. Marlo, no, ma'am. And Marlo telling Candy how, the boys been going through the boys been doing all these things, and how she was just over it, and so she put them out. And she's like, "What? You can't do that. No." And Candy's being a true blue parent for one, and a true blue friend, and she didn't need to be, in my opinion, because She's doing it for attention. And I love Candy's point in saying, like, you have to make sure they're good. Not what you're going through, you have to make sure that they're good because you took on that parent role. And Marlon, just pray for me, honey. No, pray for the boys. You're a grown adult with your own place. You have no worries right now. I mean, you may be worried about IRS, but you have no real worries. Them boys are not old enough to fend for themselves. And you have now abandoned them in one way or the other. And that was wrong. So kudos to Candy for one, even listening to Marlo talk, but also for not like making it seem like she was okay for what she did. Okay, but get out my face, Marlo. I don't like you. You make me mad. Okay, so we then see all the ladies sitting around chit chatting or whatever the table. The table would be pretty, but we get to who was first? Drew brought up how, because they was going around the table saying, say positive things about whoever there. Drew's response was, I'm happy that I'm getting along with most of the women here. I was like, not most of. So Drew, stop being messy now. Don't do that, okay? Don't, that's not the point. And Drew gets into how, well, at the end of the day, I love everyone here, but I even love my enemies. And I'm like, well, who's your enemy? Who's your enemy? Now, when Drew brings up how, not Drew, Lisa wooed this, that's true. You have to love your enemies because you can't sit around staying hurt because it'll keep you like bonded in or whatever. It'll keep you in chains and you have to move on because if you're waiting for an apology for somebody that may never come, you're the one who ends up getting fucked in the end. And so Lisa was speaking or whatever. Well, Saya cut her off, okay? And that did not sit well with Lisa. And Lisa, y'all know Lisa is a firecracker. She always was in her season before. And so her and Saya just kind of fussing back and forth. And I was like, I would love to see this because Lisa would get Saya's ass against her. And I wonder if Saya would act the same way to Lisa that she does to Drew, getting all buck. I just wonder, okay? And I think also, I think everybody was a little drunk. Because Kenya was drunk. I think they all were a bit tipsy, okay, because they had been drinking, and that's what it was, okay. And the whole time Kenya was drunk. Kenya was hilariously drunk on the floor, laughing or whatever. It was cool, okay. But when they get to Drew and Fatum, and Drew brings up how she has an issue with Fatum just speaking on Ralph. And then Kenya tells her, well, Fatum, hired some, or not hired, but Fatum talked to someone who, did a background check on you. And she was like, what? Is she a stalker? A background? What? And I felt the same way. And while all the women were laughing about it, I feel like Fatum making it seem like, well, you came for me. So I had to check on you, and then the whole thing came up about someone named Danielle, as if that's Ralph's alias. And I'm like, what? And then you're like, well, Danielle is my assistant. Like, what? It was messy chaos that made no sense. And I still feel like anyone who felt like Fatum was right for background checking Drew was crazy to me. Like, I don't get how that's kind of, oh, look, I absolutely want Lisa to come back. I absolutely want Lisa to come back. If she comes back in a friend role first for a full season, and if she has something going on, I would love to see Lisa back. I love Lisa on her seasons, to me. Okay? Drew had a hard time finding something positive to say about any of the women because of how they treat her. Even if they're not participating in the BS that's going towards her, they're also just not saying much of nothing. And no one wants to be in a room full of people who you feel like don't like you. No one wants to do that. So I feel like Drew is stuck in this circle of friends who kind of treat her like the black sheep. They don't like her for different reasons. And you can't want to build a sisterhood if you're allowing anyone outside of the main people to keep causing chaos, i.e. Fatum. Because Sheree don't even have an issue with Drew right now. Fatum does. And not Kenya, Drew said, I don't even know her. That's Sheree's friend. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sheree's friend is causing issues with Drew, and no one who's on the actual cast is calling out how that's bullshit. And Drew, who's having to defend herself against Fatum, like, girl, shut up. I don't know you. That's what's crazy. They don't see an issue with that. But I'm like, I'm leave that be. Okay? I'm going to leave that be. And when Drew said to Sheree, that's your friend. You should be the one to get your friend. Because everyone wanted Drew to get Anthony. They wanted Drew to go off, or handle Anthony based on stuff he said about Sheree. But no one is calling or saying boo to Sheree about her friend background checking Drew, her husband, and then bring that information to the table. So again, it's a bunch of BS. Because when they don't like somebody, it's easy for all of them to not make a big deal with what that one person is saying against the rest of them. So Drew's saying, I'm not really here, I'm not on the best of terms with anybody here. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. But no one, they make it seem as if she's the one that's wrong for admitting that. Yeah. Background checks is for babysitters, nannies, anyone in your home doing work, not the person who's on. Yeah, she's an acquaintance. And let's make it clear, Sheree and Drew aren't friends. They're co-workers. Okay. We then have Fatum, who has a coochie cleansing seance for Sheree's cooch, where Sheree has to, dibble and dabble and twerk over some incense to clear the coochie of any negative energy. I was like, first of all, what's going on? Sheree and Kenya both out here twerking over the thing. I was like, what is happening? You should not be putting no kind of smoke up your coochie. You just shouldn't. Not in my opinion. I get Drew and Sheree are not friends like that. They weren't friends like that before. That's the gotcha. Anyway, but back to the coochie twerking. I was with Drew when Drew said, "I don't know what's going on over there." Like it turned into some black magic, it's some witty shit. I was like, "Girl, this is my thing," because I was listening to the after show thing, and both Candy said, like, Candy even said it was as if it was some kind of seance. What was going on, and it was weird. And I'm like, I'm the same way. I don't want to be involved in anything that you're trying to spiritually change on someone else. Leave that over there. I'm gonna sit over here by myself and be cool. Okay? No, ma'am. I'm good. Enjoy. Because look, y'all, I'm about protecting my spirit. And I don't want anybody who I don't know who around here trying to cleanse somebody else's cooch with incense around here. I don't want no parts of that. So I respect Drew for something, girl. I don't know. So when Candy said on the after show how it wasn't a normal, like, okay, lighted or whatever and ha. It turned into like some kind of weird seance. I was like, see, I don't play no games. I don't. One time as a kid, we played with a Ouija board, honey, at a party I was at, and never again. No. You hear me? People have if Fatum is into all that stuff, that's cool. Do you? But if we turn from eating dinner and drinking some wine to you lighting incense and speaking words of this and that, nope. I'm over here with my water, my bacon bits. No, I'm not saying it's the same. I'm not saying that. My point is, some people are into other things, and that's fine. That's fine. But I'm not. So if I'm at a party, or if I'm here and they start doing stuff that I don't know what it is, if I don't understand what you're doing, I don't want to be a part of it because I don't know what's going on. Is what I'm saying. So to hear from Candy and Drew how it wasn't a little simple, vagina steam, it seemed like something different. That's what I was like. I don't know what that is, so keep it over there. I'm sending you my food. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. She's supposedly abstinent. So, I mean, what's being cleansed? I don't know. And it's the thing. You shouldn't let just anyone burn sage in your house. I think people don't get, you have to be careful who you allow to alter your energy, because you do not know who means you good or harm. So a lot of folks feel like, oh, it's just that. No, I am very careful over who I allow to try to change the energy within my space, because I don't know you. I don't know your intentions. And let's keep this in mind. The fact that Drew did not know old girl background checked her, how do we not know that she may not be out here trying to woo-side Drew's cooch? Because Drew did not know that lady did not mean her well. Drew did not know that lady had background checked her. So people are so open to, oh, it's just this. No, you don't know what someone's intentions are. So you have to be careful. I don't even read other people's prayers, because that's prayers for them. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful and protect your energy, protect your vibe. Because someone could be praying for you and you don't know the prayer they praying for you is your downfall. So in my opinion, Drew was right to say, I don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know what it is. It became a seance. I'm not doing that. Sit there and eat your food. Don't get involved. Because that ain't her thing. So people have to be okay with that. And I will be saying, nope, can I get a fan? I want somebody. Can someone blow the smoke over there? Because you don't know who means you're good or bad. Because people have ways to do whatever. People practice, different things, and that's okay. If that's your vibe, that's your vibe. I don't know you like that for you to put that on me. Right? You have to sometimes pray for the combat for what they're giving to you. But okay, we then see them all having a good time. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Marlo gets messy. Marlo then says how she's coming for Kenya. Say how we can finally talk about Kenya and wigs. And I'm like, what the fuck? How we get here? And Kenya was like, I'm not gonna let Marlo get to me. I'm the moment. I am the moment. And she's just having fun because he's drunk. Kenya out here just having fun and not paying Marlo her messiness any attention, okay? And when Kenya said, I am the woman, she kind of walked away like, I am the woman, whatever. And when Marlo said, well, not to Mark, not to your baby daddy, I'm like, what? Not to Mark, not to your baby daddy. I'm like, first of all, that's her. He's not a baby daddy. He's their ex-husband or whatever. But it proves how Marlo can't be nice. It proves it. And then to see when she tried to toast, and to me it looked like the toast, Marlo tried to pour a drink on Kenya's head. That's what I saw. On the after show, Marlo said, oh no, Kenya's hand hit. And I was like, no, you tried to tip that shit on her head and they caught it. And they said, Marlo, we don't like that. Yes, Marlo's miserable for many different reasons. And I want her to be happy from within, okay? Marlo When Kenya call Marlo Sasquatch, and we got that girl. Look, because Kenya can give it. Kenya can give it. And the thing be, Kenya don't really even be studying Marlo. And it's like Marlo could probably be happy if she stopped focusing on trying to make other people unhappy. That's the crazy part. Yeah, Marlo has a mean streak that she can't let go. And she wonders why in life she's not happy. You cannot be happy if your mission in life is to make someone else unhappy. That ain't how it works. You can have money or whatever. But because we see Marlo has money and she's still sad. She has money and she's still ain't happy. So to me, it proves how Marlo thinks she has it all together. No, man, because you still searching for some kind of happiness. And can you twirl on your ass? Twirl. And I love when Kenya said at one point how, whatever she had with Mark gave her a beautiful baby. And Marlo had the same, comeback every time. It always goes back to keep a man. Marlo, you're not married. You're not engaged. We've never seen you with a man. So to keep making it seem like, well, Kenya can't commit, but Kenya ain't trying to. Kenya wants to be a happy mother with her daughter, and she's okay in that. You seem unhappy, and we want you to be better, my love. We really do. My sweet baby. Marlo focuses her attention on the wrong things, and that's why her life is not on track to what she wants it to be, because she's not focused on the right thing. You hear me? But anyway, y'all, that was the whole episode. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed this whole live. Okay, I will be live in about 30 minutes. I pushed my late night stitching session back to 10:30 because this ran long. So at 10:30, we'll have a conversation about Cardi B and Jen Shaw. Real quick. Okay, so at 10:30, come back around here. And let's get into some shady conversation about what happened. Do not forget to like the video. Okay? Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Around here, do not forget to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and also on Twitter. Okay? But again, I can't wait to read this Jen Shaw stuff. And I got my voice and everything. I got my little voice. Okay? But again, a whole stitching session at 10:30, which is in 30 minutes around here. Tomorrow I will be live to do Married to Medicine. You hear me? I had an amazing time with y'all today. Okay. I will have an amazing time next time. But who's Jen Shaw? She is on the Housewives of Salt Lake City. Okay. But again, everything will be in the chat next. Okay, up next or whatever. But I love you all. Be blessed, be safe, and I will see y'all in 30 minutes. Gotta go. Bye.